Hi guys, it's Techmouse Deception. The other day, somebody called me out and said that I was vastly exaggerating how quick and easy it was to get a Spines Fire Brute to full incarnates and perfect IO sets and all that from 1 to 50. I said it maybe would take 40 hours. He said I was grossly exaggerating. To prove a point, last night I spent a few hours playing this guy, challenge accepted. I got him up to 17 in a couple of DFB runs and a little bit of time in Kings Row, doing missions on a radio team. And then at 17, I did a +1 X4 fire farm, and it was super easy, even though I had no influence and no enhancements except for the prestige enhancements. And then I did an X6 and an X8, and they were all just fine. And by that point, I had made enough money in the farm that I fully socketed with 25 IOs. I was level 22, and then after that I did +2 X8, and it took me like 12 minutes, and I made 2 levels. And this guy finished up right here under 4 hours played. He was like 3 hours and 50 minutes total that I played him, and he had 6 million influence, a bunch of level 25 and 30 IOs and everything, and he would have made it to 50 in like another 6 hours of play maybe. I recorded the whole thing so that I could put the video up because it was really fun seeing how well he worked at level 17. But my videos got messed up because of Alt-Tab and OBS, and Studio Heroes don't work well together. So I power leveled up a new Brute to 10 in like half of a run using my 50 Spines Brute, because I want to see just how early you can possibly start farming with a Spines Fire Brute. And I think that you will be able to do it at 10, because 10 is when you get temperature protection, and between your 8 enhancement slots, 8 inspiration slots used for defense capping with purples, and some oranges to get your resist high enough that you don't die. Even being defense capped doesn't matter if you don't have decent enough fire resist. I think that will keep me alive, and aggroing an X8 pack will mean my excuse me, Fury will be 70-80%, which will be enough damage that I'll be able to kill everything with just Blazing Aura and Spine Burst. I guess I can leave them down here because this is my... And I'll have a heal if I need it, and I'll have build up. So that's all I'm going to use. I have some inspiration, I think, from... not inspiration. I have some influence from getting power leveled up, but it's not very much, 44,000. And I'm not going to spend it on anything except some inspirations. I need to find... I'm not used to the villain zones. I need to quickly find the pay-to-win vendor. Oh yeah, I forgot he's over here. And go grab the prestige enhancements and double XP, and then I will quickly... I don't have a lot of time. I gotta go get my kids from school here in a minute, but I'll quickly do this just because I'm curious to see how well this works at level 10, and if I can turn it up to like +2 X8 after I do... Oh, that's loud. Like 1 mission. Get beat up by this low level stuff if I just sit around too much. Trying to make this quick though. But I'm pretty sure this is going to work right away at 10. I don't need any of these. I really hope that's not too loud. It sounds really loud, but I can't tell. And given my track record with videos getting messed up yesterday, when I was there, it probably won't even be able to hear it now. When I alt-tabbed to check the sound and everything on my thing, getting, it ruined the videos. I had like almost 4 hours of video that are just... it's frozen. It's just the audio is fine, and you can see my mouse cursor moving around the screen and changing colors. Like here you got blue, white to blue, white again. You know, the cursor is moving around and changing colors, and you can hear the game and you can hear me, but other than that, there's no movement on the screen. It's like a still screenshot. It's very odd, but so yeah, I don't want that to happen again. So I'm just going to do this. That'll be enough to defense cap me, and I think it'll be maybe enough to resist cap me. I mean, it's only going to last for a minute, but that's probably all the time that I need to where's my blazing aura? Or my this one? Okay, but that should be all the time I need to start rolling and kill a few things, and the inspiration drops that I get from it will be enough to keep things going. So we'll just got quick pound it out and see how it goes. Oops. Guess I should see. We'll do 0 and 8 and see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, that still sounds like it's way too loud. I think that as soon as any of my inspirations start falling off, I'll probably die pretty quickly. But hopefully I last long enough. I just need to make a level. If I last long enough to make a level, what will happen is I'll get all of the level up inspirations. The large ones will pop up, and then those will be enough to keep me going good for a while. This is a lot easier at 17, well 16 I guess is when you really need to do it, that I was doing yesterday, because you have your second toggle that does fire damage also, so you can stay fire resist capped. Oops. You can stay fire resist capped without using inspirations, and then that lets you just use all your inspiration efforts for keeping your defense up. And then I still have like a really high damage bonus while I'm doing this, because as a brute getting beat on by a whole bunch of stuff, yeah, my damage bonus is still through the roof, even though I'm not really using any reds. And I'm just gonna keep, doing this nonstop. Although these things are going to be low level pretty soon, and then they won't be worth as much XP, but I mean, this works. From level 10 you can do a spines fire AoE farm. With no enhancements. Just enough. You only need enough influence to buy 10 inspirations to start out, and after that you're good to go. Oop, my defense got low there. And I mean, if it works at level 10, it works at every level above that, and it only gets easier and easier. So anybody who ever, I have my 2 levels already in here. Anybody who's ever concerned, wondering, what level can I start doing that farm with my Spines Fire Brute or whatever? It'd probably work with other characters too. It's just easier, I think, with spines fired because you have 2 AoEs already at level 10, and you already have a decent amount of fire resist without sorry, I'm not able to think and play at the same time. I'm going to leave since everything's low level compared to me now that I leveled up a couple times. But you still have a decent amount of fire resist even without using your inspirations. And now that I got like 15 minutes still until I have to go. Now that I've made a couple more levels, I'm not going to go train yet. Oh my god. These sound effects are just killing me. I am gonna, oops, yes, I didn't need to do that. I'm gonna go try it again and see if I can't get some more. So I had 44,000, but look, I mean, you get enhancement and whatever drops from doing this. That can sell nicely either at the auction house or even just to a vendor, so you can start getting influence very quickly even if you've got double XP turned on. I didn't, it's not a true example perfect because what was I saying? It's not a perfect example because I did power level this guy a little bit, so he got some loot from an AE mission already, but even if he had, only like 500 influence to his name to buy 10 inspirations and nothing else other than that, he would still be able to start this at level 10 and make enough immediately as soon as he starts farming to be able to keep buying more inspirations and to build up to the point where, I mean, he's going to get a lucky drop eventually, so that he can put it on the auction house and make some money. It's not exactly stimulating gameplay, but a lot of people don't think that the levels are especially stimulating anyways, and this would be a quick way to get over that early level hump and get a character up to a point where you can get some other cool abilities unlocked and start getting some money and whatever influence built up. It's gonna be close, I think. I need to finish off these bosses over here, but I need to aggro some more stuff. I don't have. Oh, well, I'm gonna die. I didn't have quite enough. Plus one's a little too much apparently. I didn't have quite enough stuff aggroed to get me my level. I only made it like 2/3 of the way through 12, and I'm probably gonna die here pretty quick. Without my resists maxed and everything. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to pull it off. Yeah, there's the level. Now I'm good. Those minions just instantly die when you're like the same level as they are. Apparently that one large one wasn't enough to keep me defense capped though, so I was getting a little beat up. What is this? Oh, I don't need to silly rest. I'm a Spine's Fire Brute. Whoa. without the resist above. Like 60 max defense and 65 resist does not cut it. I was taking quite a bit of damage there. Excuse me. Crap, I didn't mean to eat that green. I was going to turn it into a purple. Yeah, so there you have it. From level 10, I've already made a few levels in like 15 minutes, and obviously can keep going forever from this point. And you know, I'm not getting any influence, but I am getting slowly getting recipes that I would be able to sell. I wish I would have deleted the recipes and influence and stuff that I got from being power leveled. So, but I hope that the point is made that this is a very easy way to get started at a very low level. And then once you get up to 16, you get the second fire resist source, so that you can be start getting a lot closer to being fire resist capped, even without having to chug, you know, a bunch of oranges all the time, which makes surviving easier and lets you put more effort into, you know, doing damage. And then I believe at 18 or low 20s, you get quills then, so you've got your second AoE aura, which speeds up your DPS quite a bit, and then everything just snowballs more and more from there. As the faster you kill, the more inspirations you get. The more inspirations you get, the safer you are, and the faster you kill. And it just, you know, you get the idea. But that's it. And then if you are crazy like me and you enjoy farming because you like seeing rapid progression, even though, you know, there's no special point behind it or anything, I enjoy it just the way I tick, I guess. And that's the third level in this one already. And if you enjoy this kind of thing, and you can start it at level 10, you can run like one death from below and get to town. And I assume that if you wanted to put together a similar style of build, but not exactly Spine's Fire, it would still work. It might be a little trickier. You might have to use different sorts of inspirations to survive the long enough to start getting the levels, so that you get the big inspirations from level ups. And you know, you can't just stand there and kill everything with Blazing Aura. But I'm sure there are other builds that would work for this too. And then, you know, you can zip right up to 50 and make a lot of influence and get a lot of drops along the way. And then once you're at 50, you're just a powerhouse of farming. Help your buddies level alts, power level your alts, get a whole bunch of influence to spend on expensive sets. I just tried to make an alternate soloer today, a plant poison controller, and I spent like 350 million influence on his IO sets, like as soon as he hit 50. And it wasn't quite enough influence. I don't think I didn't quite get everything I wanted. I have to actually get back on my Spine's Fire brute at 50 to go make some more influence. But no, that's the video though. Hope you go get your farm on if you want to, and downvote me if you don't like farming.